Namaste. Welcome to Total Chair Yoga for Seniors. And this is for anyone who has any mobility issues. We're going to start by sitting back in a comfortable chair, closing our eyes, or just gazing softly down at the floor, whichever one makes you feel comfortable. Take a nice deep breath in the nose. Just kind of let it out of your mouth. And again. And now, if you're able to, breathe in through your nostrils, all the way down to the belly. And then breathe either out of your nostrils or a tiny little hole through your lips, pursed lips. We want to slow the breath down. Let's do that again, breathing in deeply into the belly. The belly fills up, it expands. And then slowly breathe out of nostrils or pursed lips. Go as slow as you can. This is gentle. Releasing all the air out of your belly and lungs. Let's do that again. Slow is better. And one more. Then take one more inhale. This is going to help us to move to the front of the chair. As you exhale through your mouth, start to scoot to the edge of your chair and open your eyes. All right, so we want to sit up tall now. So that means you need to come to the edge of the chair so there's lots of space behind you. If you're unable to hold yourself upright in this position, take a couch pillow and place it behind you, but try not to lean into it. We want to turn on and activate our core muscles. So we're going to start by bringing our toes right under our knees so that when we look down, we will see our toes sticking out. And then we want to lift our toes and spread them. Even if you're in shoes, go ahead and lift your toes and spread them. You don't lift the balls of your feet. The balls stay down, the heels stay down. Just keep that position for a moment. And then you want to come to your sits bones. Yes, they're called that. If you can't feel them, I want you to just kind of move the flesh out of the way until you can come in contact with those sits bones. If you're in a cushion chair, you won't be able to do that. So I would say remove the cushion if you're able to. And then find the middle of the sits bone. So I would just kind of rock forward and back, rock side to side, and then land right in the middle of each sits bone. When you do this, with your toes lifted, you're going to kind of come into an upright position automatically. This is called Tadasana, mountain pose. And the next thing we're going to do is bring shoulders back so they're over the hips. Then bring shoulders down, away from the ears. And then we're going to imagine we're in a car, and we're going to pull the back of our head into the headrest without lifting the chin. Don't lift your chin. And then I want you to take a deep inhale. And the next time you exhale, I want you to imagine a string is pulling the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. And this is seated mountain pose, Tadasana. This right here alone is going to strengthen your core, it's going to strengthen your back, and it's going to improve your posture. Let's take 3 of those breaths again. In through the nose, out through the nose, or pursed lips. Gazing at a spot down on the floor or closing your eyes. And the next time you inhale, open your eyes if they're not already open. And we're going to straighten our right leg. And then what we're going to do is we're going to point and flex. This is going to build up proprioception in the foot, which is going to help with balance. It's also going to strengthen the ankle and all these muscles that protect your knee, tibialis and calf. So we're going to point our toes, even if you're in a shoe, like you're bringing your toes to the floor. And then next time you exhale, I want you to flex your foot. So bring your toes in towards your shin, your heels sticking out. Inhale, point, point, point like a ballerina. Exhale, draw those toes in. Go with slow breaths. We're going to do that 4 more times. seems like we're doing nothing, but I promise we are strengthening proprioception, which is the body's and ability to know where it is in space when you're not looking. So walking, standing. Next time you flex your toes in towards your shin, let's hold that and take 3 of those breaths again. Nostrils or pursed lips, slow and complete breath. And then point your toes, and then keeping your toes pointed, slide your foot back in. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, pointing your toes, exhale, flexing. Inhale, pointing, go with slow breaths. Exhale, flexing. Go slow, complete breath each time. Oftentimes in life, we are only breathing here in the chest. We want to bring it all the way down into the belly, and then we want to bring it all the way out when we're exercising or doing yoga. Even when we're just doing household tasks or driving. Go from shallow breathing to deep breathing. It will bring you out of fight or flight and into parasympathetic, which is rest, digest, and heal. All right, now we're going to flex, toes in, heel out. We're going to take 3 of those breaths. Don't rush it. You don't have to close your eyes if that makes you nervous. And then point your toes, slide the foot in, and let's shake out our feet. We're going to keep shaking our feet here for about a minute. And I want you to imagine you're pounding the pavement. So you want a gentle pounding. This actually is going to trick your heart. So your calf muscles and your heart muscle are connected. There's actually a link between the strength of one and the other. And when your calves are working like this, your heart thinks it's working. It actually thinks you're running right now. Let's even add in some arms. And you don't want to hurt yourself, so this can be very gentle, but you want to feel the foot gently hitting the ground. And just breathe, don't hold your breath. Your breath is going to be a little faster because you are kind of running here. We're going to come back to this several times. This is really good for neuropathy, getting the blood flowing and strengthening your heart. And we're also getting our arms moving, so a little workout there. And release. Let's take a big cleansing breath, breathing in the nose. Let it out of your mouth. Stick out your tongue. Maybe have a verbal sigh. Ha! Resetting the nervous system. I know it sounds silly, but it works. All right, what we're going to now do is some windshield wipers. So I want you to take an inhale, and when you exhale, I want you to slide your butt all the way to the right. And if you can, bring this left knee down. And then inhale back in the center. And exhale all the way to the left. Right knee comes down. Let's do that a few more times. And as you can notice, when I turn to the side, I'm in a lunge position. And that's going to work your hip flexors and open up your hip flexors, which is going to increase mobility and stability. Move with the breath in yoga. If that's hard for you at first, just make sure you're not holding your breath, okay? You feel a little twist at the end as well. Anytime you twist, really good for digestion and back muscles and slitting the waist down. And back to the other side and in the center. And let's jog again. It works, I promise. You can close your eyes if that doesn't make you nervous. Imagine you're running like you did when you were young. Wind blowing through your hair. Grass brushing against your ankles. And release. Cleansing breath, empty the lungs. Let out a sigh, maybe even stick out your tongue. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna work on Warrior 2, and we're gonna work in some arm work as well. So I want you to widen your legs as much as you can. Now, how wide? You want to challenge yourself, but not to the point of pain. So it's different for everyone. You know when you're at your edge, is what we call it in yoga. And we're gonna straighten left leg. I'm mirroring you, so if that confuses you, you can just do whatever works for you. And then we're going to make sure when we bend this right knee, that it stays in line with the toes. If your knee goes in or the other way, it actually puts pressure on the joint. So keep your knee in line with the middle toes as we go. And then we're gonna bring our arms out. We're gonna flip the palms up, and then I want you to pull your shoulders away from the ears. Keep your arms straight if you can. Then I want you to pull your shoulder blades down the back, okay? Pull your belly in, and you can look straight ahead, or you can look at your right hand and take 3 breaths. Keep pulling the shoulders and shoulder blades down. Strengthening those upper traps, which takes the pressure off of your neck. And release. And now we're gonna vinyasa, we're gonna flow. So on the inhale, we'll bring our arms out. On the exhale, we're going to fold over this bent knee. Inhale, bring your arms out. Exhale, kind of bending the elbows and side bending. Now, you don't have to go as deep as me, or you could go deeper. But the important thing is that you don't dip forward. Your chest stays facing me. So even if it looks like this, inhale, exhale. That's perfectly fine. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. All right, now hold this, so don't go too far. You can come into namaste hands, prayer hands, if you need a break. Or more challenging is to keep those bent elbows. This is called cobra. 1 more breath. Look wherever you want, but don't tuck your chin. Come back up. Bring arms out again, palms up. Shoulders and shoulder blades down. Look where you want for 3 breaths in Warrior 2. Release your arms if they're getting too painful or tired. And release. I know it's a lot. You're doing good. Bend the other knee, straighten the other leg. Again, your knee is in line with your middle toes. It's okay if you look like this, okay? Just do what you can. Then, pull your belly button in. Bring your arms out, inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows, side angle warrior. Inhale, Warrior 2. Exhale, side angle warrior. You can look at your right hand, which is the hand over your bent knee, or you can look straight ahead. However far you're bending, you are making sure you're not bending forward or tucking your chin. We're going to hold this one. If your arms don't feel right here, you can come into namaste or even rest your arms down, but try not to lean on this forearm. This is side angle warrior. Chin is not tucking, but you can look over to the side. Come back up to Warrior 2 with our palms up. Shoulders down, shoulder blades down. Pull your belly in, try to straighten your arms and take 3 breaths if you can, or just take as many as you can. If you keep coming back, you'll get stronger every time, I promise. And release your arms. Bend that other knee, so now both knees are bent, feet are out. We're gonna come up onto our toes, strengthening those calves in horse pose. And we're gonna add in some eagle arms. So take this left arm, bring it over to your right shoulder as much as you can, and take this left hand underneath to the opposite shoulder. Bring your shoulder blades down. Keep those heels lifted. Stay here for 3 breaths, or lift your elbows, but don't lift your shoulders. Pull your belly button in if you can, not your whole belly, just the belly button. Slowly release the arms. Most injuries happen coming out of poses in yoga, so take your time. Bring your feet flat on the floor. I want you to come a little wider and hold it like you're pushing your knees back. And now we're going to do opposite. We're going to take the other arm to the other shoulder, and the other one comes underneath. Bring your shoulders down, and if you can, lift your elbows without your shoulders. Pull your belly button towards your spine. Lift and spread your toes for 3 breaths. Horse pose with eagle arms. Breathe through the nostrils or purse lips as slow as you can. The arms slowly unwind. And then we're going to heel toe and heel toe, working our ankles. Come into namaste hands. This is not just for looks. This actually strengthens your wrists. So your fingers spread and gently press from the bottom to the fingertips. We're trying not to come out like that. Bring your thumbs to your breastbone. Elbows can be up or down. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, start to toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. We're gonna do that 5 more times. Are you ready? And toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Out we go. Go as wide as you can. Working the ankles more than the knees. So really feel this in the feet. The knees are just coming along. This is number 3. We're going to do 6. Of course, if you start to hurt or get really out of breath, pause, take a break, and then come back to it. It's okay if you only get 3 or 4. Tomorrow you'll get 1 more, maybe next week. Keep breathing, never holding the breath in yoga. Really, we should not hold our breath whenever we're doing anything. And 2 more sets. Sets is out and in. Maybe each time you can go a little wider, who knows? Keeping our upright back position. Not slouching, that's important. If you slouch, you'll hurt your back. If you sit up, you're working your core. That was the last one. And let's jog. Try not to just jog on the balls of your feet. Try to use the whole foot, going as gentle or firm as you're able to go. I guess this is sort of an interval yoga class. And release and take a big cleansing breath. We're now going to scoot to the back of our chair. Again, you can use a pillow, especially if your chair makes you slouch. You want to sit upright. So bring your buttocks back all the way. And if your back doesn't have that support, grab a pillow. We're then going to take our right leg. We're going to hold on to the chair or place hands on the thighs. And it's very important that you pull your belly button back towards the chair to protect your back. And just lift that leg as high as you can. And then lower. Lift. And lower. It's important that you try to keep it straight when you lift it, even if you can barely lift it. If you're unable to keep it straight, just lift it with its bent knee. Right now we're trying to work our quad thigh muscles, which is another muscle that is linked to longevity. The stronger your quads, the longer you live. Pretty amazing. They're now saying non-movement is as bad as smoking. They've actually taken people who are obese and who smoke, but who exercise, compared to people who are not obese and don't smoke and don't exercise, and they kind of came out about even. That doesn't include things like cancer, of course, but as far as the heart and the ability to live long if they didn't get lung cancer, so movement is just as important as a healthy diet and not smoking. And then this one might be hard, but I just want you to go as long as you can, hold it up straight. Pull your belly button in, protect your back. You can lean back in the chair. 3 breaths. Shaking's a good sign. It means the brain and muscle are communicating, and release. And then just kind of swing that knee out. We're trying to work that fluid in the knee. And let's get the other side. Again, you can lean back as long as your butt is all the way back and maybe you have a pillow. Same thing here. Up when you inhale, down when you exhale. Up when you inhale, down when you exhale. The foot can come all the way down or it can stay hovering. Use a pillow to lean on if you need to. Last one we're going to hold. Shaking's a good sign. It means neuromuscular connections happening, brain and muscle communicating, and it's telling that muscle to turn on. And release and shake out that knee. You can even do both knees. This is a really good exercise for your knees because there's no pressure, yet you're getting that movement which increases mobility and fluids in the knee. Let's keep doing this. Keep breathing. Any movement is good movement, guys, as long as you're safe and you don't hurt yourself. All right, and now we're gonna come to the edge of the chair and do bent knee lifts. This is more about balance, but it also is strengthening your hip flexors and the legs. So we're gonna inhale to lift the bent left knee. Exhale to lower. Try not to let it plop down like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower with control. Try to match the movement to the breath, so go as slow as your breath. Nostrils or pursed lips. 2 more. And you guessed it. This last one we're going to hold. Pull your belly in. And release. Let's do the other side. If it hurts your back to hold it, I just want you to keep lifting and lowering. And then one day you will be able to hold it. Move as slow as your breath. This last one, see if you can hold it. Pull your belly to your spine or go in and out 3 times. We're doing 3 breaths. And release. And let's jog. All right. Now, we're going to do stand and sits or glute squeezes. So I'm going to start with glute squeezes. And then when we do the stand and sits, this is optional because I know I said this is fully seated. I didn't lie to you, but I want to give you that challenge, especially if you keep watching and doing this. You might be able to do the stand and sits in the future. So we'll start with the glute squeezes. It's the same muscles as when you stand. And then we'll work our way towards standing, and I'll show you what that looks like. If this is future you, go ahead and do the stand and sits the whole entire time. Let's start with 6 glute squeezes. So we're going to bring both butt cheeks in, and then slowly release. Don't plop down. See how I kind of sit up a little? Slowly release. Move with your breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Take a big breath. Do that 6 more times, or see if you can stand and sit. I'm going to show you what stand and sits look like before we begin, because you can really hurt your knees if you don't do them properly. Bring your arms out to stand, and this is the important part when you sit. You bring your butt out, then you bend your knees and sit. And come up. Bring your buttocks out, then bend your knees and sit so your knees don't dip forward and you hurt your knee joint. Continue. You can use your armchairs if you need to. The chair arms, sorry, I did that in class the other day. Or you can even pull a chair in front of you and hold on to it. Do whatever you need to. Buttocks out, then bend knees. All right, let's do one more. Holding on if you need to. Let me show you what a bad one looks like, which is really bad for your knees. See? My knees are going past my toes. That's always bad for your knees when you're squatting, because that's essentially a squat. All right, take a big cleansing breath. We're not going to jog this one out because that kind of was like jogging for the heart. Lean back, close your eyes, take a breath. We're not done yet, but we're getting there. All right, let's come to the the edge of the chair again, and we're gonna come into cobbler pose. That's just when you bring your feet together and knees out. If you're unable to do this, here's a little tip. Bring a stool or something to put your feet up on, okay? Or yoga blocks, or even some pillows. I feel like something sturdy is a little better. This is called pigeon pose. This is gonna work inner thighs, but it's also gonna strengthen pelvic muscles. So, take a big breath. Inhale as you slowly bring your knees together. We wanna go super slow. And exhale, slowly pull apart. Don't plop them apart, slowly. You can do namaste hands or simply rest your hands on your thighs. Inhale. Slow is the key here. If you use momentum and just do like this, you're not going to get as much of a strengthening component, and you definitely won't get as much of a muscle activating component. Two more. Hold that. What I want you to do is I want you to imagine you're pushing your knees towards the floor and pressing your feet into each other. Two more breaths. Feet pressing, knees pushing without your hands. Slowly bring them together and then squeeze your thighs together. Squeeze for 3 breaths. And release. All right, and let's jog. All right, we're gonna do some cat-cows now. So bring your hands to your thighs. You're on the edge of your chair. On the inhale, rock to the front of your sits bones. Arch your back, lift your chest, and bring your shoulder blades together. You could even lift your chin. Next time you exhale, you're gonna rock to the back of those sits bones. You're gonna round your back, reach your arms forward, and tuck your chin. Inhale, come to the front of the sits bones. Arch your back, bring those shoulder blades together. Lift your chin if you can. Exhale, rock to the back. You're spreading apart shoulder blades. You're rounding your back and tucking your chin. Let's do 3 more cat-cows with your breath. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, spread apart. Inhale, lift your chin. Exhale, tuck it. One more. Inhale, arching the back, lifting the chin. Exhale, rounding the back. Come back into the center. And we're gonna do those same arms. We're gonna bring the shoulder blades together, lift the chin if you're able to, but really squeeze the shoulder blades like you're squeezing something between them for 3 breaths. This is called cobra arms or W arms. My chest is coming forward. And release. Arms to your side. Let's do some shoulder shrugs up. With control on the exhale, pull the shoulders down. Inhale, shrug. Exhale, pull them down, but pull the shoulder blades down as well. All the way down the back. Let's do 4 more with the breath. Don't rush it. And you guessed it. Coming up in a moment on this last one, which you're about to do, you're gonna hold it down. Pull the shoulders down, pull the shoulder blades down, 3 breaths. If you're numb or tingling, you've gone too intense, lighten up a little. And release. Just do a little quasi-cat-cow, arching and rounding. Back in the center, we're gonna do our last pose. Well, we have 2 more poses. We're gonna do pigeon pose. So the alternative, the easier version is this. It's like a half cobbler. My foot is on top of the other foot, the knee's going out. And you're gonna place your left hand or the same hand as the knee that's bent on top of it. If you're able to, get your foot up here. If you have a bad knee and your foot's up here, flex your toes in, that's important. If you don't have a bad knee, it's better to keep your foot relaxed. I'm gonna take this modified version. The knee is hanging away as low as it can go. The hand is going to be firm against the inner knee. And then you're simply gonna push your knee into the hand as you inhale. And the hand resists. Exhale, release it. Inhale, push. Exhale, release. This is really good for sciatica. Keep moving with your breath. and lower back issues. 2 more, and you guessed it. This last one we're gonna hold for 3 breaths. Push against the hand. The hand's not pushing, it's simply resisting. If you can't reach, you can put something there, like a book, and just hold it firmly. You're pushing into the hand. And release and go to the other side. And I'm gonna show you, you can do it the same way, my foot's kind of on top of it. I'm just gonna show you what it looks like on this one. If I have a bad knee, I'm gonna flex my toes in, or I'm gonna relax them if I don't. I'm going to use the same hand as the bent knee and push against it on the inhale. And exhale, don't plop, but slowly release. That's where most injuries happen. Inhale is when you're plopping out of a pose, not using mindfulness. Move with the breath 4 more times. Only the knee is pushing, the hand's resisting. Even though this is a gentler yoga, it's still pretty intense at times. This one we're gonna hold for 3. If you have a bad knee, flex that foot. And release. All right, let's do some twists now. We're gonna do 6 on each side. The important thing is that the lower body doesn't move. All the movement comes from your waist. Okay, this is going to involve your waist muscles and back as well. The shoulders and the head come along for the ride. Please don't lead with your shoulders or head or you'll hurt yourself. I'm going to let you choose whatever hand position you want. You can do these arms, these W arms or namaste. You can even bring them just kind of hanging here like this, okay? So take an inhale, and as you exhale from the waist only twist, neck and shoulders come along for the ride. Inhale back in the center. Please don't round your back, you'll hurt it. Please don't overarch your back. And I just want you to move with your breath. When you do that, which is also called vinyasa, it's almost like your breath is moving you, and it really is easier. So inhale to twist, exhale to release. Inhale to twist. Let the breath move you like wind to a windmill. And this last one, we're gonna hold it. Again, don't over twist shoulders or neck. All at the waist. And release. Inhale, center, exhale to the other side. Don't lead with the neck or shoulders. All the movement is the waist. Even if it's a micro twist like this, that's great, guys. Don't beat yourself up. Inhale to move. Exhale to release. And this last one we're gonna hold, but don't hold your breath. And release. Let's end with those cat-cows, arching and rounding. Move with the breath. And then interlace your fingers. Bring your palms forward. Inhale, lifting your arms up. Exhale, coming down. I just want you to go as far as you can. If you can't flip your palms, keep your palms facing you. And bring your arms to your side. We're going to inhale, arms overhead. Stop where you feel stuck. Pull those shoulders down and don't bend your elbows. Exhale, bring back down to your side. Let's do that 2 more times to end. These are called sun breaths. Keep the arms straight, keep the shoulders down, and keep breathing. This last one, you're going to come up. Then you're going to bend the elbows till your palms come together and exhale to your chest. Bring fingers to breastbone, namaste. And then sit back and close your eyes or gaze softly at the floor. Let every muscle relax, including your face. Even your teeth part and your tongue relaxes down away from the roof of your mouth. Everything hangs and releases open. And just let your breath go back to normal. Imagine you're floating on a raft in a lake. Your breath is the movement of the gentle ripple and wave in the lake, gently rocking your body. You can hear the water in the lake trickling. You can smell the fresh air. Feel the breeze blowing over you. In your mind's eye, look at the blue sky, the green trees, and the crystal clear water. And take another deep inhale. Let it out of your mouth. Open your eyes and come to the edge of your chair. Let's do one more sun breath. Inhaling, palms come together, and we bow. Namaste. Thank you so much. Please come back to this and my other full chair yoga class for the next few weeks. Start once a week, move up to 3. And I'll keep adding them if you like my videos. Thank you. Namaste and God bless you.